Introduction. Facebook marketing was introduced on May 2015, which was the first ad on any social media platform. Once brands knew the potential Facebook had to boost sales, there was no looking back. Since then, Facebook has continuously refined the Facebook marketing strategies to get more targeted, more perfected, and more interactive. Facebook's advertising platform has helped brands reach their audience in ways that are usually not possible through other channels. So let us start at the beginning and look at how Facebook grew into a marketing giant where brands continue to flock in the relentless efforts of making their presence felt in one of the best marketing platforms available for them today. Mark Zuckerberg launched the Facebook in 2004 when its access was limited to those in Harvard University only, but it spread like wildfire and other colleges were soon added to the network. At that time, Facebook's revenue came from flyers, which are advertisements that were displayed on the side of the homepage. They were mostly purchased by students or local businesses who aimed at targeting the ads to a specific college campus. Within a year, Flyers Pro was introduced, which made targeting easier. This was an auction-based CPC marketing model where targeting was based on gender, age, location, relationship status, political views, education, and workplace. In 2005, what had started as a social media for colleges sensed the opportunity to grow further. The name was changed to Facebook and a full-time salesman, Kevin Colleran, was hired. Colleran's first big ad deal came from Party Poker. Party Poker boosted Facebook's revenue, but when gambling became outlawed in the United States, Facebook was left with no choice but to drop Party Poker. The next big revenue-generating company for Facebook was Apple, which sponsored an Apple group where Facebook was paid $1 for every member that joined the group. Victoria's Secret followed Apple's sponsored group idea and it became another means of revenue for Facebook. There was no doubt that Facebook found potential in growing its profits through the marketing endeavours of brands and decided to allow everyone over the age of 13 to join the social media platform. This created a new wave for marketers and offers began to flood in for Facebook from many big brands. Many companies saw the potential Facebook had and offered to buy it, but Zuckerberg stood firm, declining all offers. In its marketing attempts, Facebook had also launched Marketplace, which was an app for classified listings. This is one of the lesser-known facts about Facebook, and although it is still going, it was taken over by Oodle, which is an online classified ads company in 2009. By 2007, Facebook also had a mobile version of its website which allowed mobile users to access the social media site easily. A year later, when the world was recuperating from the effects of recession, Zuckerberg had stepped up the advertising game and allowed any commercial entity to augment their visibility by creating a free Facebook page. While the page was free, the idea behind it was that the companies will look for ways to market their page in an attempt to get more people to like the page. It gradually refined its marketing strategies for page owners who were soon able to set up and manage their page on their own. In 2010, Facebook released its first mobile app, and in another 2 years, mobile ads were introduced to Facebook users. In 2012, Facebook was making a lot of changes to incorporate better marketing strategies that help brands get the most from marketing on Facebook. With the help of first-party and third-party data, businesses were able to refine their marketing strategies on Facebook. By 2013, newer ways like Facebook's lookalike audiences, clickable hashtags and dark posts were introduced as additional ways to market products and services. Facebook's marketing endeavours have continued since then, and today we realise the vastness of Facebook marketing with every single brand having a business page on Facebook in their attempts to be recognised and to be able to reach greater potential. Facebook has had a vivid marketing history and it also had a fair share of criticism and lawsuits, but the fact that it continues to grow by leaps and bounds only proves the success it has around the world. With a massive number of users to target, brands can hardly consider staying away from Facebook. How to do it right? With Facebook marketing gaining momentum among brands, the question is how to do it right. With numerous customers, current and potential ones, you would want to do things right because anything that goes wrong can spell trouble for the brand. With instant likes and the recent recreations options, which allow users to react to any content that you post with some emojis and the ability to share a post, things can go viral very quickly. This can be for good and for bad. So companies must be careful how they plan that their marketing strategies are going to impact the brand before they post something on Facebook. I'm going to begin with content, which is the core of every post. You posted something because you had some content that you wanted to share with your users. The relevance of this content can help you garner attention from the Facebook users. To help you with it, Facebook has a relevance score which gauges how your ad fared with your audience in terms of reaction. If people are liking, commenting and sharing your ad, you've achieved what you wanted. But if your users are simply asking for your ad to be hidden, then you need to put some creative brains together and think of a plan B. So with the right content, you have the opportunity to score well with your audience. But what about placing your ads correctly? You have the right rail, the news feed and the mobile news feed to choose from. Depending on the nature of your business, chances are you may get the attention of your customers from the right rail. But the news feed is known to have a higher impact, and even better is the mobile news feed, where you hold the chance of gaining the full attention of your customers, given the screen real estate on mobile devices. When you choose the placement of your ad, remember that your ad is not just for your audience to see, but for them to take action. So if your goal is to get users to click to your website, then optimize your website so that mobile users do not go through any kind of frustration when they click to reach your website. Now let us talk a little about the audience. Facebook has some very detailed targeting options. These can be very powerful unless you go completely off the tangent and choose to target customers that have no relevance whatsoever to your brand. The more relevant your targeting criteria is, the better your chances of reaching out to prospective customers. In fact, Facebook has a very interesting feature known as lookalikes, which allows you to upload email addresses and then telling Facebook to look for audience who are similar to the email addresses you uploaded. This is a neat way of attracting prospective users because you will be able to reach out to an audience who have some similarities to your current audience. With that in mind, the chances of conversions increase. While Facebook ads are not the only way to market your brand on Facebook, it is one of the best ways to do it, but that does not mean you rely on your ads to get all the traffic to your website. Your posts will be playing an important role as well. While relevance of your posts is important, another thing that plays a pivotal role is the timing of your posts. Depending on the nature of your business, you may be targeting a local audience or a global one. For a local audience, timings may not be a difficult factor, as you may be able to find out easily what timings your audience is going to be most active. But when it comes to a global audience, we have to be more careful. You need to think of the right timings for scheduling your posts so that you can reach out to a larger audience rather than limiting yourself to a specific time zone which may not be able to reach out to all your audience. Doing these will help you start your Facebook marketing strategy on the right foot. It will have a positive impact on your users and will help you get more attention from prospective clients. And while I would say that these are the most important things when it comes to doing it right, I'm tempted to add one last strategy that can help you when you market your products and services on Facebook. I'm talking about contests, which appear to have a strong impact on users. Many users like a page or click through a website or sign up for your product or service because they would like to participate in a contest. It is a great way of increasing conversions. Contests are engaging, so use them to reach out to your users. You will notice that the effect is fruitful. Where can you go wrong? Now that you know what helps you achieve better conversions and a larger audience on Facebook, there is a reason to find out things that can create a problem for you as well. This will help you build your Facebook marketing strategies more effectively and ensure that you omit unwanted issues as you market on Facebook. Your brand's presence and visibility can increase if you avoid these pitfalls, because when you go wrong on a platform with such a large audience, it is difficult to control the way things may turn and how your audience would react to it. I will talk about the things that will not be liked by your audience and also discuss some examples of Facebook campaigns that did not take off very well. I'm going to begin with the manner in which an unfinished profile can spell disaster for your brand. You need to make your customers aware that you are serious about your business. An unfinished profile means you do not care much about how your business profile looks. Also, get a cover photo for your profile that stands out. A splendid design and a striking info page can have your audience intrigued. This means that more people will be compelled to visit your website. Many small brands begin hastily and end up with an unfinished profile, hoping for people to like their page without having to go through the task of making their page inviting enough for the users. If you are doing this, you're doing it wrong. Take the steps needed to give your profile a better look. The next mistake I have noticed many brands make is excessive self-promotion. While promoting your brand is important, turning your promotions into too much of self-praise will turn away many customers. Social media sites are more about engaging your customers so that they like your brand and choose to buy your products or services because of the way you portray yourself on the platform. If you end up looking so pushy or coercive when it comes to marketing your products, they will move away. Because Facebook is crowded with brands, and if a particular one does not suit the users, they simply move to one that can provide better services and one that is more engaging. Another thing that every brand must remember is that controversial topics are better avoided unless they are directly related to the brand. Many people came across 7-Eleven's mistake of commenting on mental health, which was found funny by a few users, but most of the people were not very happy about the way 7-Eleven treated a very sensitive topic. The post. May is Mental Health Month, or so the shadowy conspirators who control the world would have you believe. The one thing that every brand learned from this post was to stay clear of controversial and sensitive topics, especially if it is not related to your brand at all. This has been in the Bible of marketing analysts for years now. Even before marketing came to social media, brands were wary about commenting on topics that had their roots in politics, religion, or sensitive opinions. While I appreciate brands who stand up for a good cause, I may stay away from those that end up getting tangled in opinions that can spell disaster for the brand. I would also like to shed some light on brands that resort to literally begging for likes. If your brand has a personality that you would like to maintain on Facebook, begging for likes is not going to help. It will go wrong quickly. An April 2013 post by OxyClean went like this. Like stubborn stains, filling your taxes can be, well, taxing. Like this if you've already filled. Just as much as I like OxyClean's products, I find no reason to like an OxyClean post just because I filled my taxes. In certain ways, a post like this proves how desperate the company is to get likes from their users. We are not talking about user engagement here. In fact, this is one of the most dreaded days of the year to talk about on your posts, especially if it has nothing to do with your product. However, if OxyClean would like to motivate users into filling taxes, it should improve its content and provide something more informational and valuable, which will automatically generate likes, instead of coming up with a post that shows how eager it is to get some likes from its users. A good brand always believes in consistency, and that's what the audience appreciates about it. So remain consistent with your posts. Depending on your target customers, you may choose to post daily or weekly, but make sure that you continue to remain visible to your users so that they continue to look forward for more posts from you. Another thing that you must be careful of when marketing on Facebook is inviting your users to an open forum for discussion, while it is a great way to interact with your audience and engage them. You may want to be careful when it comes to talking on sensitive topics on the forum. In fact, it is always better to have your audience engaged in something that is directly related to your brand instead of the opinions your brand shares on other topics. Because no matter what your opinion is, there is a section of users who may not agree with your opinion, and the way in which you handle it can create a problem for your brand and leave a bad taste in the mouth for many users. These are some of the most common mistakes that brands make when marketing their products and services on Facebook. While there is no reason to dread this social media platform, it is always better to be safe than sorry. Knowing the things that can create a problem for your brand will help you avoid them so that you can build a stronger presence of your brand and have a better brand image among your audience. Staying away from these mistakes will also ensure that your brand gets noticed for good reasons and you will have the chance of attracting more potential customers. Tools used in Facebook marketing. Every social media marketing platform works on numerous tools that help brand make the most of the platform. Marketing has become a very competitive job. Not that it did only require creativity and innovation before, but also there has been a complete overhaul of how marketing is treated in companies very recently, starting from the job roles a marketing personnel handles to the forms of media used for marketing. Companies look for employees who can handle a variety of media and can create a lot of engaging content for their customers. Users no longer appreciate simple ads which tell them to use a product or service. They demand continuous innovation from the marketing team so that they have something interesting to look forward to when they choose a particular product over the other. I'm going to talk about some tools that help you step up your marketing strategies in the overwhelming world of Facebook marketing. Drum up. If you do not want to spend hours online looking up relevant content for your audience, DrumUp can help you look up the internet for things that match your requirements and provide you with content feed that you can share with your users. If you find something that your users will like, you can choose that content and DrumUp will add that post to your share queue. DrumUp will also analyze the best time for sharing the post and schedule it accordingly. I like the tool, but it must be used with caution. Closely go through the content that has been returned by DrumUp to ensure that it can click with your audience. While this is a great way to keep your audience entertained, you must not rely on these posts only to get your conversions. Your posts that help you get a conversion should be more personalized and should be created solely by your brand, keeping your brand's audience in mind. There is no other way of getting it right. DrumUp allows you to create unique posts as well, which will be helpful when it comes to getting conversions. Like Liza. When you are in need of some insight into your marketing campaigns on Facebook, Like Liza can be of great help. This tool is powered by Meltwater and it offers in-depth assessment of your Facebook page. The assessment comes along with some very insightful recommendations that can help you enhance the performance of your Facebook page. The report generated by Like Liza is user-friendly and does not include unwanted jargons, so that understanding the report does not require you to acquire a special set of skills. It will tell you how you are faring with your audience so that you can make the necessary changes and continue to do what you are doing right. It also helps you take a look at how you are doing in the industry so that you can stay motivated to work well to stay ahead amidst competition. Canva. I had talked about the importance of a carefully designed page earlier. Canva can help you design a custom image which you can use to create some engaging content for your users. I like the intuitive nature of the app. Canva has a lot of pre-sized templates which can help you creating interesting Facebook page covers, posts and app covers. Choose a template and then customize it by dragging and dropping a variety of images, texts and shapes to get the effect you want. Canva also understands the sorrows of those who do not have an eye for design. There are a host of tips and tutorials in their online design school which helps those who struggle with design ideas. Facebook Power Editor. This free tool has been designed by Facebook and is a powerful resource for those who manage multiple ads and campaigns on Facebook. This makes it good for marketing firms who handle marketing for multiple brands. However, it is not just limited to marketing firms, it can be helpful for all brands that prefer a more powerful interface on Facebook. With the help of this tool, you have the opportunity to duplicate ad campaigns easily and build new campaigns quickly. It helps you manage multiple Facebook ads more efficiently than any other tool. Headline Analyzer. Headlines have been crucial for marketing for a long time now. They help in attracting a lot of users. Brands take painstaking efforts to create a headline that is eye-catching enough for users to read it further. The problem with brands is that it gets very difficult to come up with new and enticing headlines very frequently to create engaging content. If you are not sure whether your headline is going to work for your client or not, then Headline Analyzer can help you. Enter your potential headline in the tool and it will tell you exactly where it stands in terms of character count, structure, sentiment, and it will also show you a preview of how it would look in the subject of an email or an ad copy. It will help you learn the creation of headlines that make your users feel like they are dealing with a superb content marketer. With these 5 tools, you can achieve everything that is needed for succeeding in Facebook marketing. Utilize them to achieve great results, but do not forget that every successful Facebook campaign relies on personalization. So if you need to engage with your customers, then make sure your engagement does not involve too much automation. The closer you are to your customers, the better your brand does in terms of engagement. The future of Facebook marketing. Marketing requires lots of innovation and creation. So I am going to let ourselves get a little bold here and look ahead in time to figure what Facebook holds for the marketing industry, which is one of its most profitable sections. Facebook marketing is getting interesting month after month as the social media platform tries to make the most from companies who invest in it for marketing purposes. It is very clear that Facebook has been profiting unusually well because of the ways in which it allows brands to market their products and services. There is no way that Facebook marketing is going to end any soon. The truth is that it is only going to get more refined with more businesses trying to use Facebook to promote the brand, increase their presence, get more visibility, get more conversions, and add more customers to their database. So let us take a look at what the future holds for Facebook marketing. Facebook has treated marketers extremely well, and unlike other social media platforms, it does not seem temporary in nature. Facebook continues to roll out new features to stay on the top. This helps both users and marketers explore new avenues to use the social media platform. A potential feature that Facebook may explore is the in-app content feature, which is currently known as Instant Articles and is available with select publishers. An in-app search tool is also offered by Facebook currently, which allows people to look for a specific link when updating their status. Both the tools are very powerful, and if Facebook expands these features, brands will be able to display their content more vividly on Facebook. A Facebook acquisition that many brands may have interest in is Oculus Rift. The virtual reality technology that has been making waves around the world has a lot of potential in marketing. Inarguably, that is a long path to tread, but it has begun, and Facebook seems to have great plans of incorporating the technology to its platform. This means visual content will get more focus and marketing will see a new wave of change. We do not have information about all of this yet, but when the technology does hit the platform, users should be ready for a whole new experience. Brands will be left with no other choice but to adopt the technology and drive their marketing strategies towards the newly adapted features on Facebook. I'm also looking at more improvements in audience targeting as Facebook embraces new technologies in the future. Needless to say, Facebook sees a huge number of sign-ups and endless status updates and interactions. This helps it amass more and more data regarding its users. With so much of data available with them, Facebook will come up with new and improved ways of targeting audience, which will help brands grow their business in newer ways. Facebook has also rolled out a feature that allows brands to communicate with their core customers through private messages. There is no doubt about the fact that very soon customers will use Facebook as a customer service portal. Facebook is in fact pushing this so that brands can embrace this new feature and make Facebook a mode of understanding their customer issues and handling their problems. So not only will you be marketing your products, you will also have the ability to handle pre-sales queries and post-sales concerns. While this is not utilized by all the brands yet, we hope that the future of Facebook marketing includes effective customer service as well. And just when we thought that this is the most that Facebook marketing can do in the future, I feel that this is just the tip of the iceberg, and there is a lot more that this social media platform has to offer. We have been hearing about Personal Assistant M, which is very similar to the digital assistants used by Apple, Microsoft and Google. Personal Assistant M is supposed to be a hybrid between automated algorithms along with human assistants who will be working behind the scenes to take charge where the tasks turn too complex. We are not sure how this is going to work out, but if it is a hit, then Facebook will have another new means for marketing teams to explore. With innovation being the core of marketing, brands will quickly find ways to explore the potential of Personal Assistant M. A declination of organic reach is anticipated by almost all the brands on Facebook because of the fact that Facebook earns when competition is on the higher side and companies try to outgrow the others quickly. Organic reach will reduce the cluttered market and make competition easier for brands, but that may not be the best course of action for Facebook, keeping in mind that it profits from advertising when companies fail to reach their users through organic methods. If I notice a decline in organic reach, then I must say that it is something which was anticipated for a long time, especially because of the way in which Facebook profits from marketing. Another important aspect of Facebook marketing in the future can be the shopping options it offers to its users. We already notice the buy buttons on Facebook ads that encourage us to go to the website and make the purchase, but if Facebook wants to keep up with its marketing profits, it may soon come up with in-app solutions for making purchases. And to think of it, with M in creation, things could get even better. This is our imagination, based on some facts around which we have thought of what Facebook may do in the future. But there is no knowing about how the future unfolds and how Facebook marketing will be in the next few years. There is no doubt that it will change and a lot of new things will be incorporated. But to what extent is a question that can be answered only when things begin to unfold. Until then, we can only wait and play our cards right to ensure that we are prepared for the changes whenever they come, so that marketing never suffers as Facebook adapts new technologies and comes up with new features. Conclusion. Since its inception, Facebook has had a huge impact on marketing, helping brands reach out to their customers and also increase website traffic. Every business thrives because of the customers. If customers leave the business, then the business automatically begins to lose in the market. Facebook has a large number of users, and these users can be potentially customers for any brand. For businesses looking to expand their reach, Facebook provides a near-perfect platform for them. People from all walks of life are found on Facebook. Once you are on Facebook, you can tap into a database of millions of potential customers. The good part is that starting a business page on Facebook is free, and even running the page successfully involves lower costs when compared to other forms of media. In addition to being more affordable for brands, Facebook also offers longer placement for text, which is helpful when it comes to introducing your business to potential customers. The snowball effect on Facebook for any post can make or break brand reputation very quickly. Any post that you put up is liked by your users, which in turn leads to their friends watching what they liked, and some of those friends may end up liking your posts and page too, and this continues to grow, which helps you get more visibility. Well, this is one of the best things about getting the word around about the brand. You have to be extremely careful, because the same is true when it comes to things that the users do not like about the brand. A snowball effect can immediately bring down the reputation of the brand before the brand even thinks of a way to wiggle out of the situation. This is where you may want to carefully go through the "Where Can You Go Wrong" section of this book to understand things that may create a problem for your brand and its reputation on Facebook. With all these benefits to look forward to, Facebook is rife with marketing tactics that weren't seen or heard before. And it makes marketing an interesting part of any business, which requires relentless creativity and innovation to draw customers to conversion. That is the main reason why every brand has jumped over to Facebook, to encourage more conversions and increase the number of customers that they are serving, because if all you did was to entertain your users without encouraging them into a conversion, then you are just an entertainer and not a marketer. Every brand undoubtedly has to be very careful of the negative comments that can come up on your page as well. The thing is that every business ends up with some negative comments, but users understand that a negative comment is not the only thing that shapes your product or service. Instead, the way you handle it plays a bigger role. You must focus on responding quickly and effectively. When a negative comment trickles into your page, then do not wait for things to go bad. Take it up immediately by responding to the user and ensuring that a solution is provided. If a customer who had previously complained turns around and praises the service, then there is nothing better than that. Look for ways to delight the customer through your Facebook page. When your ability to take action on an issue increases, you will be able to do better as marketing personnel. We cannot doubt the fact that competition is everywhere, and Facebook is brimming with business that want to make a difference. In fact, to stand out on Facebook, you have to do something really creative. Sometimes you may have launched an ad and you would see that your competitors come up with 100 new ways to throttle your ad by posting their own new ads. Some competitors may even take to duplicating your content so that they can gain the same amount of attention as you. This means that you have to be careful with your rivals, and you must be aware how they are faring on Facebook to ensure that you can come up with strategies that keep you ahead. Facebook marketing also requires brands to give a substantial amount of time and energy to Facebook. While this can be said for many other marketing techniques, Facebook requires undivided attention from at least one person once you reach a huge number of likes on your Facebook page. When your audience increases, the likelihood of getting more messages on Facebook regarding your product or service is increased. You will have to respond in a timely manner so that your audience continues to have faith in your brand. In addition to this, you also need to create many ads on Facebook, which is another time-taking venture. Ads require a lot of time, especially when you are trying to create an ad campaign that aims at increasing your reaching and conversion rates. In Facebook marketing, brands have to make many considerations and lay out clear objectives before they begin. And while many companies may look for a fresh intern to set up their Facebook page and run it, I personally believe that the amount of trust that is established with a long-term employee can hardly be garnered by an intern who is new and may not have the same amount of loyalty for the brand. This means that your brand's reputation will be in the hands of an intern who does not feel as strongly for the brand as you or an employee who has been associated with the company for a long time. We all know that Facebook is a strong platform for marketing. If you choose to step down from Facebook, chances are that you may be prepping up for extinction because a brand that does not value the changing ways of marketing may not be able to create the same amount of value for customers in their products and services.